Two major wireless contenders are shaking up the game: Boost Infinite and Cricket. Which one really delivers? On the left, Boost Infinite, promising unlimited, simple, and affordable wireless. And on the right, Cricket, boasting a powerful network with big family savings. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Quick pit stop. Here's the mind map of what we're going to compare. So we're looking at price and value, network and coverage, speed and performance, family and multi-line deals, hotspot and extras, international features, and, oh yeah, flexibility and contracts. Yep, we're covering all bases. Let's kick things off with price and value. Okay, Boost Infinite really comes out swinging with their unlimited plan at just $25 a month. But, hold on, it's only if you bring your own phone and you sign up online. No annual contracts, super low pricing, especially if you're flying solo or just want the cheapest monthly rate possible. But yeah, the lowest prices typically mean you gotta commit for a full year or bring your own device. Now Cricket. They're pretty solid if you're rolling with a family. Their multi-line plans have those sweet savings. You get auto-pay discounts, some cool add-ons, all that jazz. But if you just want one line, their single-line basics start over $30. Unlimited is $55 and up. Plus, some plans sneak in a speed cap. So, for pure bang for your buck and simple unlimited, Boost Infinite is the clear winner here. All right, next up, network and coverage. Boost Infinite uses both AT&T and T-Mobile's networks. So, that means killer urban coverage and decent 5G in big US cities. According to third-party reviews, the 5G reliability is actually up there. Only catch? If you're hanging out in the boonies, coverage is really based on roaming deals. Cricket, on the other hand, runs entirely on AT&T. That's a big deal for consistency, especially in suburbia and rural spots. Nail-biting reliability, honestly. Just know you won't get that T-Mobile flexibility if you're bouncing around city hotspots. So it's pretty neck and neck. Both solid, which means we're calling it a tie for network. Now, speed and performance. Boost Infinite flexes here. They don't choke your data speeds until you hit a generous 30 gigabytes on most unlimited plans. And, get this, they keep winning awards for 5G speeds in cities. Downside? That 30 gigabytes is your high-speed limit. Then you're slowed down. Cricket's not too shabby. You get AT&T's 5G, 4G LTE on all plans, and premium plans don't slow you down. But, and it's kind of annoying, on the budget plans, they limit your speed to around 8 megabits per second. So, for speed demons, Boost Infinite just pulls ahead. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know? Cricket Wireless is actually owned by AT&T, while Boost Infinite is run by Dish. Seriously, these parent companies have a pretty big influence on what features these carriers offer and which networks you'll be using. Wild, right? All right. Family and multi-line deals. Boost Infinite, well, they're kind of for the techie solo user or families who want to customize everything. No jaw-dropping family discounts, so honestly, if you just want one line, it's amazing. But multi-line? Not the cheapest. Cricket absolutely crushes it for families. Sign up for a handful of lines, up to 5, and those discounts per line are like noticeably bigger. The more lines you add, the more you save, though you basically need a bigger family or friend group for the best value. So, clear as day, multi-line savings go to Cricket. Moving on, hotspot and extras. Boost Infinite offers free hotspot on all their unlimited plans, and you can tack on international calling for places like Mexico and Canada. Only thing, they do limit how much hotspot data you get, so heavy hotspot users, watch out. Cricket's perks are kind of fun. Mobile hotspot is bundled with their priciest unlimited plan, and hello, HBO Max on some deals. They've got similar add-ons for travel and international stuff, but you gotta spring for those big plans if you want all the extras. The basic plans? Not a whole lot of fluff. So, honestly, both brands do a solid job, but no clear winner. They're both pretty even here. International features. Let's talk travel. Boost Infinite has a Todo Mexico add-on, so that's a neat touch if you're zipping back and forth from Mexico. Otherwise, you'll pay extra for most international stuff. Cricket shines here. On many of their plans, you're looking at unlimited text to over 37 countries. Their top plans even have unlimited calls, texts, and data in both Mexico and Canada. The catch? Yeah, you guessed it. You only get those perks on the spendier plans. So, if going international is your thing, Cricket's taking this round easy. Finally, flexibility in contracts. Boost Infinite fans, listen up. No annual contracts, no credit checks. You can do month to month or prepay for a year to really get those cost savings. But best price means you got to lock in for all 12 months. Cricket is all prepaid too. No contracts at all. Easy to swap your SIM and port your number. Still, the best deals are for families or multi-line setups. Single user? Not as much love. All things considered, Boost Infinite is just a bit more flexible for the solo shopper. If you're a visual person, here's how it stacks up. Boost Infinite scores highest for price, speed, and flexibility, while Cricket really dominates with family deals and international perks. The rest? It's neck and neck, depending on what you prioritize. So here's where I land. If you want to save the most cash and crave a fast, contract-free, unlimited plan, Boost Infinite is totally the move, especially for online deal hunters. But if you're more about loading up the whole household, wanting super reliable AT&T coverage, and love extras like HBO Max or international features, Cricket is the one to beat. Found all this helpful? Sweet! Before you jump ship to a new carrier, check what deals are brewing for 2025. They change every month. See you in the next